The noodle is here.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Show me what you do. All right, good boy. Good boy. All right, welcome everybody. I get this lamp out of my eyeballs. There we go. Babe, I'm always late, Jason. You know that. Like, why does that surprise you? I do it on purpose now because everybody complains. Hot coffee. Everybody got your hot coffee? Jackson said, "You're so cute, Odin." Look, Church, look at this again. Look.
What do you do?
Gets some stuff down in his gum. Look. Come on. No, right here. Come here. Look. Set. Yeah, I got to get it out. Did you get it? Here. You going to say hi, Trish? You going to talk to everybody? Or are you just going to sit there like bump on a log?
A bump on a stump?
Come on. He got it stuck down in his gums again, Jackson. You remember that? Odin wonder. Oh, this weather. We'll get to that. They're prepared. This weather has been killer on us. Come here, Odin. You still got it stuck? Come here. Come here. Come here. Up. Where's it at? Stop. Stop. Look, it gets stuck down in there. Look.
I see that.
Take it. I don't want it. There. I don't want it. He always gets a piece of dog bone stuck down in his gums. You got to dig it out, and then he wants to stand there and stare at you and make you hold it for like 10 minutes. Yes, prepare this weather. Oh Lord, we will discuss this weather. Oh, we're not used to it. Last couple of years. You got work tonight, Trish?
Yes.
Trish got work every night.
Unfortunately, I do. The schedule's been messed up and what have you. Last week, Lisa literally during the storm did a 32-hour. She was there from 6 o'clock Saturday night till 6 a.m. Monday morning. And then Monday, neither one of us could get out. And so nobody ended up going that night. And then
you got Jackson's eraser.
Tuesday, we went back to work and what have you. And yeah, I was supposed to do a 16 on Saturday. And yeah, I ended up having an emergency, so I had to leave early.
What kind of emergency did you have?
So Saturday, our water froze. So I only ended up doing a 12, and then Lisa came in.
Water froze?
Thank God for Lisa, man.
Water froze?
Yeah, we had our water froze.
What's that mean?
Yeah, it was too dang on cold.
Oh, you mean you shut off the water that I had dripping?
Shut up.
Oh, okay. About time, Jason. Oh, listen, you got the nerve to talk about being on time. You thought we were supposed to be live yesterday, son.
So yeah, our water froze. We had somebody come out and
let's tell the whole story here. Let's tell the whole story here. You're rapidly getting through here. You're like, you know what I mean? You're skipping days. Our water froze and we had someone come out. That was not the same day.
No, it wasn't in the same. No, I was getting there. So our water froze Saturday.
Good afternoon, Alex. I hope you're having a great day too, bud.
So our water froze Saturday around noontime. And we had this problem last year too. It froze and we turned the heat up and it thawed. Well, it just so happens that didn't happen. That didn't work this time. Because our main water line coming in froze.
Yeah, so let's put it like this. This place makes no sense. Okay, so the main water line's on one side of the house, comes across the ground. It's on the ground. It's not, Usually you have it hanging on your floorboards or underneath where the insulation's at, underneath your floorboards. No, it's laying on the ground, curled up, go the whole way across the house to the other side underneath to come the whole way back across to the other side where all the water's at on this side of the house.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
So it ended up freezing. We ended up having somebody come out and thaw it out. He was nice enough to come out at 9:00 last night.
Because we ain't had no water for 2 days.
So he came out at 9:00 last night. It took him almost 2 hours to thaw the lines. But finally, we got it. I mean...
Because what essentially happened is within 2 hours our water froze because the heat tape that was originally on the main line coming in, the heat tape stopped working. We found out last night.
Yeah, he said, the guy that came out said that heat tape only lasts 3 to 5 years, and I'm not really sure how long that heat tape was on. So
now, for those of you that don't know, understand, again, it was something I had to look up, something we discussed.
Mm-hmm.
When you say heat tape,
I thought heat tape, honestly, I mean, I'm going to make myself sound dumb.
No.
I thought heat tape was just like tape that you taped on the water line that insulated it.
Right, heat tape. Well, now, because we've used heat tape with our mufflers, or I've done heat tape with like heating pipes. I was in a foster home when I was a kid. My uncle owned a dry cleaners, so we would use heat tape insulation on some of the pipes in the dry cleaners for the heat, the hot pipes. So I thought the same thing, honestly. Like I said, that doesn't make you look stupid, but tell them what it is.
So what heat tape is
it's essentially
it's essential for places like this that get cold all the time. It's not actual tape; it's a wire.
It's an extent. It's basically a flat. It's a flat extension cord.
Yeah, that you have to plug in. That when your water lines get down,
the temperature gets
to a certain temperature, it kicks on and it heats up the line so that your water lines stay warm.
Right. So you plug it in and it doesn't use any power. And a lot of people use it on off grids too for like water hydrants and water hydrants in the yard. You'll see them, the ones you pull up and the big pipe, the frost free. But they wrap them around there, and it doesn't use any power until it has to kick on. Obviously, I don't know how many watts it uses. I have to look that up. But a lot of people use them on farms, ranches, homesteads. You use it under your house. Things like that. But when you say heat tape, you automatically assume tape.
I automatically think just tape, like insulation type tape. Like right, insulated.
I mean, it's just that's the problem with the English language. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, our English language, the actual English over in England is different than our English, but a lot of things with our language doesn't mean what it says. You know what I mean? That's like calling this cup a bowl. That's a bowl. No, that's a cup. Heat tape, you would think would be tape.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean,
the heat tape is a lot different than regular tape, but yeah.
Yes, Jackson.
I want to know the name of my dentist again.
Miracle Dental.
Miracle Dental, buddy.
Miracle Dental?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Jackson has a dentist appointment.
Sorry, I call you in the middle line.
That's all right. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Chap. What's up?
All right, buddy. We're going to get back to it, all right?
All right, peace.
I love you. Kids. But yeah, so it was quite confusing when you think about it. Things you learn that you didn't know you needed to learn that you needed to learn. But your keyboard's not working.
I think my keyboard. Oh no, it's on.
Maybe it's not dead.
No.
But yeah, so that was the first. Well, no, that was
the second.
That was the aftermath of the actual problem.
Yeah.
Again, thanks to Lisa. She gave us some water, helped us be able to flush the toilet, get coffee. dog water.
Listen, the definition of a friend, let me tell you, Lisa is coming clutch.
Let's not pump her head up too big. I mean, she already has a big head.
I mean, with my, last week I told you guys we were having problems with the battery in the van. And
well, it decided to take
a royal dump, and now it won't even acknowledge that it's in the van.
Right. And the keys are stuck in the van.
Yeah, now my keys are stuck in the van.
Because it doesn't have enough power to for the ignition to release the keys.
So Lisa left us borrow her car.
For like what, 3-4 days?
Like from Friday, I do believe it was Friday until Monday or Tuesday.
So you get back and forth to work?
Yeah. And then,
and then going to the grocery store.
Yeah, so it's.
I might leave because my phone might die, but if my phone dies, I'll join her. All right, Alex, I appreciate you being here, buddy. It really means a lot.
But yeah, she gave us water so we can make sure that we could flush the toilet. She make sure that we could do coffee.
Let's give Tim some credit too here because he helped you carry the water in.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. We're gonna give Tim some credit because he helped me carry it in the house. But yeah, I mean, she's come in clutch for us. And yeah, I don't even know if she's even on here. She hasn't said anything.
I know I just messaged her, letting her know we're live. Usually she's talking a whole bunch of BS.
Yeah, tonight she's gonna pick me up and take me into work.
So now not only did we have to get the water line unfrozen fixed, now we got to get a new battery.
We had to get a battery for the car, and
then we had that. Then because of this cold snap, let's talk about that. Even before the battery, this cold snap has been brutal on us.
It's
okay. So back in the summer, where we live, some of the roads are semi-rural. Okay, and they do a thing called tar and chip. I've probably never heard of it. Because I know before I moved out here, I never heard of it. We're not, like I said, we live close to the city. We live like 15 minutes outside of Greensboro, city.
I grew up in the country, so I know what tar and chip is. For those of you that don't know what tar and chip is, it's where
they put tar on the road.
They put tar on the road, and then they put gravel over top of it.
Fine crushed gravel over top of it.
To fill in the cracks and the holes, and
they do the whole road like that, and then you just
drive over it,
and it just ends up beating it down to where it flattens itself out eventually, and then it looks like
asphalt. A regular road. Yeah,
looks like asphalt after a couple months. But when you first do it, you got little
pebbles
go. Well, somebody decided to crack the windshield with a rock. You know what I mean?
And you know what's funny about that? I didn't even know that it was cracked until I don't even remember. I think it was when we had to take Jack to the hospital. I was sitting in the parking lot of the hospital.
Yeah, something like that. It was something weird, yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm looking over the windshield and I see this little crack in the windshield, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
What?
Yeah. And I go out and I move the windshield wiper because it was under the wiper.
Oh, where's your coffee, Jay? Well, it's here. You got to come get it. You got to come away from New York to get it.
Oh, it's Abaddon. It's
okay.
Go make your own, boy.
But I said to her,
"What?
Hugo."
I
said to her, they have that stuff you can put on, you put in the crack to stop it from running. Well, they didn't have the one we wanted. They didn't have the Rain-X. They had the off-brand.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was.
It was supposed to be JB Weld, but it wasn't. It was the off-brand. They didn't have JB Weld either. And you put it, it's like a glue you put down in the crack to stop the crack from running. Well,
we did that.
And of course, it being the off-brand, it didn't work. And I said over and over and over about every time we stopped at Walmart, we have to remember to get it.
Right, and we never did.
Right. I wasn't blaming you. You got a guilty conscience or something?
Well, being that I'm at Walmart way more than you are.
Oh, right. Well, sometimes I forget to remind you when we'll remember when we say we go to Walmart on Sunday. We'll remember Monday. Oh, we didn't get that. And then we'll talk about it all week until like Friday or Saturday, and then come Sunday we forget it again.
Yep.
So now, because of the cold weather, the crack just.
I mean, it just went all the way up my windshield. Like it started.
What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like Cujo?
It started over here on the passenger side under my wiper. And it came over, and it was going down along the bottom, so I wasn't too worried about it. Well, then the one day I came in, I got in the car, I turned it on, was heating it up, and it was the like almost one of the first days of the cold spell, and
it just started taking off.
I mean, I literally, as I'm driving, I just watched it take off up my windshield
because it being so cold, the glass being so cold. And then the heat, it just made the crack
from
run.
The cold coming at the windshield, and then the heat coming from
warming it up.
I mean, I literally just watched it go up my windshield. It was.
So now it's going to be a couple $100 to get that fixed.
And we got to get a muffler because my muffler fell off.
Yeah. Well, that car is what, 3 years old, 4 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, it's used. Obviously, it's older than 3 or 4 years old, but we've had it for 3 or 4 years. And it just needs, some
odds and ends
maintenance. Somebody decided to put a dent in the back of it. You know what I mean?
A dent?
Yeah.
I think I still have a picture that I could show them. It ain't no dent.
But yeah, so it's been, yeah. I think the story is face my mother driving on.
You're funny.
Yes, that's for sure. Come on, go.
You're
that's for sure. You know that. You know how your mother is. The winter, they call for snow. She's panicking. They could call for snow. They just past storm that they kept saying on Monday. They kept saying, "Oh, we're getting like 36 inches, 3 foot." Then it went to 4 foot. Then it dropped down to maybe an inch. Then it went to 6 inches, and then
this one here said, "Oh, we listen. They're changing it so much. We're not going to get nothing. We ain't going to get nothing."
What happened last year? They did the same thing last year, didn't they?
Well, not really.
No, not really. You didn't take off from work last year because you thought they was going to dump on us, and then went outside and the sun was shining and the birds were chirping.
I mean, listen, this year that storm came. It came barreling in.
Yeah, I bet you guys are used to it up there, living up there next to the lake. Lake Superior.
No, Ontario.
Same thing. They're all the same thing. They're Great Lakes. That's all that matters.
Superior's over by Michigan.
Well, might as well be over by me. Might as well be over by Michigan. He's in New York.
He's closer to Canada than we are.
I know. It's like another country.
Go halfway across the lake and you're in Canada.
I know, right? I remember when we went up there. They said you weren't allowed to go out so far across the lake on the lake because
technically if you go that a little bit further,
you could be ticketed because you were in you crossed into Canada without a passport.
Yep, you were in another country.
That was crazy. Yeah,
it's beautiful up there though in the summertime.
Yeah, summer's beautiful. Yeah,
summer's beautiful, but winter.
That's why they have the rich people have them houses up there in New York. Martha's Vineyard or whatever. That's up in New York. Not Martha's Vineyard, but I can't remember what it's called. But
yeah, you're up towards Lake Erie.
Yeah. You get all that lake effect snow.
You get all that lake effect snow. No, thank you.
Listen, I'm telling you what.
How much snow did you get all together prepared?
He said like a bunch. Last week we talked to him, but he said there was some more coming. I thought
we only got 10 inches here.
Yeah, all together. No, we had 8 or 9 inches, and then the next couple days later,
it snowed again, and
yeah.
And listen, this stuff. Yes, listen. It's tomorrow here. It's supposed to get to 30 degrees.
Yeah, we're not going to see above freezing until the beginning of next week.
Not next week, but the week after is when we're going to start warming up.
No, next week. It said we'll get to 37 next week. I looked it up.
Oh, I was gonna say I was watching it. We're not supposed to till after Valentine's Day.
No, it said it on my app. It says we'll get to 37. Yeah, so we'll get to 43 Wednesday next week. Well, 39 Tuesday. Tuesday of next week will be above freezing for the first time in probably a month. We had to go. Yeah, that's the other thing. Last year it wasn't that bad, so we didn't.
We only had like a week of this cold spell.
Not even a week. I'd say like 3 days. The kids were off school for what, Monday, Tuesday?
They were off school Monday. Well, they were off school all last week.
Yeah, well, they were off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, they weren't off. They had,
In-service,
online instruction because they have their little, what do they call them? Chromebooks. I always want to call them compasses, but yeah. Jackson had his Chromebook, and he was online Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They gave him the day off Thursday, and then they had, which made no sense to me. You give them a day off Thursday, and then they had to go back to online instruction on Friday. They finally started back to school in school today. Excuse me, yesterday. Today feels like 10 days went by. It's been this cold has been it's doing its own. Last year we got our heat is propane, guys. Okay, we paid about the first time we got it. We paid about $300.
The very first time we got it,
yeah, it was like
$350. It was like almost $370.
That lasted us from November to like February.
You mean like back when we first moved in, or this year?
Not this year. Not last year.
It lasted us. No, we got it
in October.
Like the end of October, and it lasted us till the middle of February.
Right, and then we got it in February, and it lasted till November.
Till the end of November.
We got it after Thanksgiving. Now this year we got it.
We got it
after Thanksgiving.
Yep. We got it like right after Thanksgiving.
And then we had to get more today.
Yeah, they just delivered it again today.
Yeah.
I mean, now don't get me wrong.
We're not complaining.
Don't get me wrong. I still had 30% in my tank when they delivered. Well, last night when I checked it,
it was at 35.
It was 35.
But you don't want it to get too low either, because then the sediment that's at the bottom of those tanks. Because the tank, whether it's oil, whether it's diesel, whether it's kerosene, whether it's propane, them tanks are metal, so they get, they end up rusting on the inside, and you get all them particles. You get all that
sediment,
and then when it gets too low, it sucks all that sediment up into your sprayers. Hi, new guy.
Who's new guy?
Oh, he thinks
Jackson. That's Shane.
But it'll, there's nozzles in there that spray the propane out into. Yeah, it says J, but he's using J. Yeah, there you go, buddy. But it sucks it up and then shoots into the nozzle. The nozzle shoots just like in a fuel injected car, shoots the fuel out into the the igniter, and that's where you get your flame from. Well, that sediment will come up into them nozzles. And then you got to replace the nozzles on your furnace, and it can be expensive. And then with propane, if you let it get too low, from what we understand, we don't let it get too low. But from what we were told, if the tank gets too low, they have to come out and inspect it and do test it and whatever, not which then costs more. So they told us not to let it go below 20, which we don't ever have. But
right,
we try to stay on top of that because don't let her be cold.
Right.
Lag. Oh, is there lag, buddy? But yeah. So this winter so far has been a butt kicker. I mean, up till this cold snap and this snow, it was what 40s, 50s, 60s.
I mean, there were days that we would get 60, almost 70.
Well, I would say 65.
That was the beginning of January. We were like 20 degrees above average.
And then boom, it's like smack.
And then the middle of January, it was like
a sucker punch.
Yeah, because they said that this time of year, we are to be anywhere between 35 and 45. And we've been 20 and 30 degrees, maybe more.
Next time you do, I need to fix that.
Okay.
My putty ain't working. Unless Jackson bumped it.
Yeah, we've been like 30, 40 degrees below average,
which is
since the middle of January.
Which is not normal for us. I mean, we're used to cold winters. I mean, hell, growing up, we had cold winters, and like I said, I remember snow that was up to my chest at times. But now that we're getting older, it's like, now I know when my parents complained about it being so cold and all the snow. Like, it just, it's rough.
It's very rough. Very, 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 very,
yes,
very
thank
rough.
you all for stopping. Trish just said, thank you all for stopping by. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've been here, thank you so much for taking this journey with us. Yeah, guys, YouTube is, I don't know. I'm kind of got some feelings about YouTube right now, guys.
So Jeff posted a video
that I thought was pretty important.
Was it yesterday?
I'm hungry. You're hungry. Jason, when are you hungry? The day before.
Day before, and he only got 26
which I thought was pretty important, guys, because not that I know you guys have probably all viewed it, but usually YouTube has been treating me pretty good lately with my videos. 4.1 thousand, 800,
I think YouTube
700.
I think YouTube is mad because I ain't posted a video in 2 weeks. I posted that video on the storm, but I haven't posted a food video in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have been working a lot.
Right.
So I try to catch up with my talking head videos, and oh, hey, there you are. We were talking about you. Where you been? They don't care, Trish. The winter is bad here. I thought last winter was tough, but this one, I can imagine. Winters up there are always tough. Listen, this here, she's like the junior weather, person. Listen, every news weather broadcast from here to the top of Pennsylvania, to the left of Pennsylvania, to the right of Pennsylvania, over into Ohio.
I even go down Maryland. South. Listen, this winter has been brutal. I mean,
Ryan Hall, y'all, and what's the other guy's name?
Max Velocity.
Max Velocity. Listen, if I fall asleep, because she comes home early in the morning, I'll be asleep working on an order. Oh, let me switch account. Sorry. Oh, apps wouldn't let her switch account. It's all right.
Okay.
No, it's all right. No, we were just talking about you. We were saying how thankful we were for you in the water, letting us borrow the car, and we can't let that. We wanted you to hear that.
Yeah, but he didn't want me to say it because he said you'll get a big head.
I did not say that.
Go back in the video. Go back in the video and watch it.
Don't be sorry. It's okay. It just we wanted you to hear how appreciative we were, and we were letting everybody know how appreciative we were.
But yeah, you know winter's brutal when Florida is getting snow.
And that's something that's going to be my next talking head video, guys. Message retracted. I thought it blocked something. I said I have all the filters off. That's going to be my next talking head video, guys. We won't call anybody out here on the channel because some of them are friends of the channel. But we get a lot of people with conspiracy theories. I hit a button. Conspiracy theories on the snow. The government's doing it. The aliens are doing it. I don't know. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories from Texas to Arkansas to Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida.
They even said with this last snowstorm that hit the Carolinas.
Now the Carolinas,
they said they
hit record lows and record high,
but they also
amounts of snow.
Right, but they also said that the Bahamas may see snow for the first time since the 1970s. Now this is a bad winter when the Bahamas get
cold and snow, right? Well, again, we don't get into what's that thing. No, didn't want to be on my page name.
Why? You promote your page, Lisa.
Yeah, please do.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like when you're live or whenever I watch your videos or I comment, I leave a comment or with my name, my page name. Oh yeah, you have to order the fidget cube.
Fidget cube. Oh, you guys got to see this. I have.
That's a good one, Bear. Yeah.
Right?
Because they're just so used to it up there. I mean, you can never get used to it. I don't care who you are or where you're at, but listen, Texas, the ice storms. I mean, prepare. You guys are always used to it. 7. Whoa.
Okay, guys.
Congratulations.
Look. She made this cube.
You want to start it over there, bud?
Yeah.
So that's my question I have for you about the fidget cube. That's a good name for that. But is it a fidget cube? Is it meant for human fidgets or like cat toy? To me,
there's a cat toy in it.
Oh, that's what makes me think of when I hear that little rattle.
Yeah, no, that's a toy in it. Sorry, guys.
Either or, okay. See, okay. No, that wasn't being smart. I just, in case somebody would ever ask, I would know how to promote it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a cat toy inside it.
Okay.
That's what makes it shake.
Yeah,
I told her it looked like a Minecraft cube.
That's what I thought when I first saw it too. I thought maybe Nicholas had to make a Minecraft cube.
Well, that is for Nicholas.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That was for Nicholas. Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like a Minecraft cube.
Okay, because he was with her live there that time. Mm-hmm. He was showing us all his baby dolls.
Yeah, guys.
Is that what they're called, baby dolls?
No, they're
not action figures.
They're action figures. They're
not action figures. They're not real.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I'm just kidding. I'm just picking on Nicholas. He probably won't even see this, but you can tell him, Lisa, I'm picking on. I picked on her whole live. I have to know if it's for a cat, so I can cover the. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just wasn't sure. Like I said, in case someone would ask me, I realized, I'm a, what do you call that?
I can't say it on live.
Yeah, well, you can use another word. You are intelligent. You know what they say about intelligent people, right?
They're the dumbest people you know?
No.
Oh.
No, they say about people that can only use cuss words in their vocabulary means they're not very smart. They don't have very much education.
No. They said that people that use cuss words in their language are very intelligent.
Hi, Angel. No, they say the people that use cuss words a majority of the time means that they're not very intelligent because they don't know how to articulate words and they don't have very good vocabulary. Look it up.
Well, you make fun of my vocabulary all the time.
Well, listen, spell your vocabulary. Keller. Do we really want to get into this? What is a Keller? Helen Keller? No, Trish thinks a Keller is blue. What color is blue? I don't know anybody named Keller that's blue. Oh, what's the matter? Hold on, wait. You guys see the seed coming out? Look, hold on, look. You gotta look real close. Turn your head this way. You guys see that? She got. Listen, Trisha's got that southern vocabulary without the southern accent.
I wish I had the southern accent.
You know how down south that pronunciation is different than it is here up north, obviously. Which we're not making fun of anybody down south. I love
I want to go down south.
I was stationed down south in the Army for many, 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 many times. You know what I mean? And I was in Georgia, South Carolina, just all over. But some of the best people I've met in my life down south.
The nicest.
Show people. The cookie. Oh, showed her the cookie. That sounds kind of funky, but okay. I thought it was a pizza. Y'all can make fun of me if you want. I thought it was a pizza.
Well, now that it's done.
Well, thank you, Angel. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, so the one before I thought was a pretzel. I thought this was a pizza. Don't that look like a pizza, guys? Pepperoni pizza. Yeah, me and my kids are big Mario fans, Angel. Nick took it. Yeah, we're big Mario fans. People make fun of me because I'm an old man that likes, I wear Mario shirt. It says at the bottom, it says Super Mario. You know what I mean? Make fun of me all you want. That's okay. I can handle it. I got big enough shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I carry Trish around all the time. Don't worry. Strap her on my back.
Me too.
Care Bears. Hey, nothing wrong with Care Bears.
Grumpy Bear is my favorite.
Listen, when I was, maybe not your age, because I keep forgetting how old you are now. I keep wanting to remember you back when you were like 4 or 5 years old. Kids grow up and I always forget about that. But I like Care Bears watching Saturday morning cartoons. Me and Tina were just talking about that the other day. People complain about kids in their tablets and their computers and
coffee time,
things like that. But when we were young, I mean, hell, Saturday morning you were hooked to that TV for 4 or 5 hours,
laying on the floor with a bowl of cereal.
I know you only have 2 hands there, but there you go. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, this winter has been pretty tough. But yeah, I like Care Bears. I liked the Care Bears back when I was a kid. Every once in a while, you ask Jackson, he'll come over and we'll turn on. YouTube has marathons of Cartoon Network cartoons or Boomerang. Boomerang is what you want for old school cartoons. The Smurfs, all kinds of. We could go in there for days. We won't do that. You up to 33 subscribers. Congratulations. Told you, it's just a slow grind. You got to keep working at it, and you got to just be yourself. That's what people want to see. You know what I mean? At least, I think that's what they want to see, because I have no idea how we got 214 subscribers, and my video only got 28 views in a whole 24 hours. I'm a little hurt. Not hurt by that, but I'm hurt by YouTube. I got spoiled, guys. I got used to,
That one video hit, what,
4.1 thousand. I got some. Then the next one I made was like 800, almost 900. Then the one after that was like 600. So I got spoiled. Now, I'm like, man, I didn't even hit 100. Like, man, I was like, really, like with the tears out of my eyes. You know what I mean? I had to change my diaper. I was being such a baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, this lifestyle stuff, people don't realize this is not an easy thing to do. That's why this is not, you can't make this a career. I didn't sleep at all today, so I'm trying to do a how-to stitch video. There you go. Instead of going to sleep, do a how-to stitch video. There you go. That's like driving your car with no sleep. Let's work with a needle with no sleep and poke ourselves. But everybody assumes it looks easy, guys. It looks easy. Like I tell everybody all the time, looks can be deceiving. Hell, when I started on it, I thought, this is gonna be fun. Been there, done that. It's fun. I bet you have poking yourself. Everybody always assumes YouTube's easy and it's going to be fun, and it is fun, guys. Once you get the hang of it and you get to understand it. But in the beginning, you don't understand what you're getting yourself into, no matter how much you know, no matter how much you think you know, you don't know. Hi, Carly. Nice to see you, baby girl. Trisha's here. She just went to get coffee. So I'm sure you want to say hi to her, as you really were saying hi to. Because you normally only say hi to your dad first. You say hi to Trish first. Then you say hi to me. But that's okay. You're here, so we're happy to have you. But, everybody thinks that, it's just, you turn on the camera and you go to town. Hi, Trish.
Hi, Carly.
She said, hi, Carly. But, there's a lot more, too. There's a lot of work behind it. There's a lot of time spent. Listen, we spent a lot of money on some of it. Obviously our preps. That's our own, you know what I mean? But there's, a lot of these cooking videos that cost money. All these creamer videos, oh, Lord knows that does. Some of those creamers were, like I said, it costs more in the beginning, but you can make a lot more of it. Your favorite Care Bear's character is Cheer Bear. Mine is Grumpy. I like Grumpy Bear. Reminds me of me, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of work put into it. You hear a lot of YouTubers say that, and you always think that they're just looking for sympathy and, or donations or likes or clicks or, but so you always just think like, oh yeah,
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just whining, you just want,
because there's 2 different creamers, and I don't want you to get mine.
You need that cat toy. It's not just a cat toy, Tina. It's a fidget toy too. You starting to like the color pink? Well, honey, like I told you before, when you were here, you're allowed to like whatever you want.
I like the color pink.
Allowed to change your mind 1,000 times.
Angel, you need to see these little booty things. Ask your mom about them. Hold on, I'll go get them.
Oh yeah, well, I guess Lisa's going to sell them, so I'll find out how much she wants and see if we can get one. Lisa, if you're still there, how much you want for one of them cat toys? Oh, that's hot, hot, hot. All right, everybody. Before she goes on about what she's about to go on about, everybody here, can you give us a thumbs up? It really helps the channel. I appreciate it. Go lay down.
Okay, Angel, are you ready?
Well, you do that. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let my coffee cool down. It's too hot for me. I got a sensitive palate, guys. You understand? I'm a sensitive man. Okay.
Yeah.
The fidget toy, $5. I don't get like a discount, Lisa. I was thinking like $1.50. You know what I'm saying?
Take a look at those, Angel.
The video, it's the way YouTube sets it up, Tina. Even my phone, like my phone right here, is behind. If you look, like watch, I'll move. Look, watch. See how far my phone is behind? It's not lag. YouTube sets it up that way so there's a buffer in between. You know what I mean? So if your internet's not that good or your internet's too good, everybody's still getting it at the same time.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, your mom likes them so much too that she wants a pair too.
Hi, Nick.
But see, mine are pink because I like pink.
Tell Nicholas we were talking about his baby dolls he was showing the other day on your mom's live. That's what they are, baby dolls, right?
They're action figures.
Oh, action figures. Trish, she said, yeah. What? On the TV, I just seen you touched her ear. Oh, because you might have to fast forward. It might be a little bit behind. Because sometimes my phone will do that. Like, I'll be looking and it'll be like, it'll be like behind. Oh, he's not watching. Okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom. Oh.
Okay.
So, talk about the winter, Trish. What do you like about the winter?
I don't like nothing about the winter.
I don't want to know really what I do.
I don't like nothing about winter. Listen, way back when, I used to love winter. Yes, Tina, they are slippers. But no, if anybody knows me, which nobody knows you. Everybody knows, I wear them out as shoes. I literally I wear them to work. Because they look like boots. And yeah, they're comfortable and they keep my feet nice and warm. I have at work, I actually do have sneakers at work. They have literally been hanging at work since day one. So, when I go to work, I wear a different pair of shoes. And when I do my rounds and stuff, I actually put my sneakers on, to go do rounds. And then when I get back to the shack, I change my sneakers into the other shoes that I wear. But yeah, if I would have to go and do anything, I have sneakers at work. Yes, I can't. I seriously, I can't stand winter anymore. I really can't. I mean, okay, Lisa, quit calling me out.
What'd she say?
During the summer when I did my rounds, I did wear my sneakers.
When?
Anyways, let's get back to winter. Yeah, listen, I used to love winter. Okay. Those of you who knew me a while ago, I was a pretty big girl. My highest weight, I was pushing like almost 300 pounds. And I lost like between 150 and 180 pounds. And ever since I lost that weight, I cannot stay warm. I am constantly cold. Constantly. I mean, right now I'm wearing a t-shirt, but normally on our lives and stuff, you guys see me wearing sweatshirts and stuff. I think I'm having a hot flash. I really do, because like I'm dying right now. But yeah, I mean, I can't stand winter. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. I just can't. Like I just can't. And this whole Punxsutawney Phil thing, I listen. Those of us who grew up thinking that, you know, a rodent predicted how much winter we would have left, just to let you in on a little secret, no matter if he sees a shadow or not, we still have 6 weeks of winter.
Why is that?
Because from February 2nd until the beginning of spring solstice, you have anywhere between 6 and 7 weeks. Yes, Jax, I just said it. 6 or 7 weeks before the spring solstice. So, yeah, rodents don't predict the weather, guys. Just saying. But those of you who didn't see it this morning, I mean, it's all over YouTube. Those of you who didn't see it, he saw his shadow this morning. So they said it's a guaranteed 6 more weeks of winter. No matter what, we still have a guaranteed 6 more weeks of winter.
All that's supposed to mean is not figured. It's a figure of speech.
Yes, I know.
It's supposed to mean that, you know, it's not going to be cold. It's going to be, you know, it's going to get warm soon. Not the solstice. Not worried.
Oh, for those of you who don't know either,
no.
we turn our clocks ahead March 8th. I did see that. I seen that today too. March 8th is the beginning of daylight savings time.
Oh, you got Angel with the 6-7 now, huh? Go lay down, please. Go lay down, please.
But
go.
Yeah, no matter what, we still have 6 more weeks of this crap.
Yeah, get it. Get it. Come here.
And I'm not happy.
Come here.
Like I said, I hate winter.
Roden said I have 8 weeks more.
Right. Yeah, I was watching a YouTuber today.
Odin's toy. Listen, he goes nuts.
He's from down south, and he's never watched the whole Punxsutawney Phil thing down in Gobbler's Knob. Now, for those of you who don't know where that is, it's down in Punxsutawney. Every year they bring Punxsutawney Phil out of his little tree, and you know
tree's a stump,
whatever.
And they got their big top hats on.
Yeah, and they you know say if he sees a shadow or he doesn't see a shadow or blah blah blah. Well, he was this guy. He's from down south. He's from down in Tennessee. He's never watched it before. And today he did like a live look at it and what have you. And it was hilarious because he said, well, wait a minute. He said, they don't actually show you if he sees a shadow or not. All you do is you read from this scroll. Well, that's a conspiracy. Somebody needs to look into that. It was just,
Speaking of winter and conspiracies, there's a lot of that. Like I said, I'll get back on that topic real quick. Not to cut you off, but you know how I am. My brain starts working and I got to, let it out. Arkansas, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, down in Nags Head and, Myrtle Beach, they got snow. But the thing is it's different. It's different. They got a lot of ice down south, but this ice isn't melting. There's people that show on YouTube they're melting ice with torches, and it's not melting.
Well, yeah, not only that, but from the last storm that they got down south, this big storm that, covered 90% of the country, they still have like 30,000 people down in Tennessee that don't have power because of that storm. And then, they got hit. Some places in Tennessee got hit again with this last storm down south, but it wasn't as bad. But yet they still they still don't have power because of it.
Listen, I think the only conspiracy that's going on is me and Trisha jinxed them all. All the places we talked about moving. We talked about Louisiana at one point in time, Mississippi at one point in time,
Arkansas,
Oklahoma, Missouri,
Tennessee,
Kentucky. Well, I thought about Kentucky for a while until I started watching some of these shows last night. No, we don't even talk about that. But you don't mess with them backwoods people down there in Kentucky. But they're not real nice to new people. But either way, every state that we talked about looking into
got hit by that winter storm
from the beginning. North Carolina, we talked about North Carolina, South Carolina at one point, Virginia, like West Virginia. We talked about all those states. I mean, obviously, it's only, you know what I mean. The only state that didn't get hit that we talked about was Arizona, but Chiggers is there, so he's taking care of that for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He takes care of that for us. But I just thought it was funny that all the states we want to run to because we want to get away from all this is the states that got hit this year.
But the one YouTuber that we watch, he lives in Oklahoma.
Why
said,
you give me eyeballs?
He said that this weekend it's supposed to be back up into the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, 65 in Oklahoma coming up this week, they said.
Yep, this week. Yep.
Which I wouldn't mind. Listen, I wouldn't mind that. It could be 65 all year round. I'd be a happy camper.
I don't know.
Because I'm not good with the heat either. I don't really like the heat too much either.
I mean, listen, if anybody hears me complaining about the heat this year, I want y'all to smack me.
She will, because she complains about everything. But the humid heat. Now that's why at one point we talked about Arizona and Nevada, but it's just too far for us. It would take like 26, 28 hours just to drive there. And I will, Trish.
I know you will, Lisa.
But I don't want to have to take the long trip like that, especially in a U-Haul. That's going to be too much. And then we'll be coming back here, to see family and visit and things. My kids will still be here. Hopefully, at some point in time, they get the idea and come where I'm at or come live with us in our home, but on our land. Hopefully that's the plan, but how kids are, they think they know everything until they don't.
Well, I mean, when you become a teenager, you know everything. You didn't know that?
Mm-hmm. You're a heat sink, so you'll complain. Oh, I know, I attract the heat for some reason. I can't. Like, I would rather be cold than hot.
I mean, yes, being cold, you can layer. You can, believe me, I layer.
No, not even layer. I mean, I literally, I go out in shorts, and Tina and you and everybody I know in all my life has made fun of me because I'll put a hoodie on in the winter, but I wear shorts and Crocs or slides outside.
Yeah.
It could be 20 foot of snow.
Not me, man. I layer up. When I go to work, I have 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pants. Yesterday when I was at work, I had a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, plus the hoodie on top. I had 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks. Like, I don't play around, guys. I don't play around. When I say that I get cold, I get cold.
And real quick, guys, I want to mention this. I know because lately, I walk in just a sweater with right.
Yeah, she does.
I want to mention this because yes, this is a YouTube channel. I mean, this is a homesteading channel, and yes, our goal is to start our own homestead. Thing is, if you were down south, the bad winter weather will be a rarity up here. It's right,
exactly. Prepared,
but
exactly.
But yeah, like I was saying, guys. Yes, this is our, this is a homesteading channel or off-grid homesteading, preparing to go off-grid, preparing to homestead. And our lives haven't been talking about that too much. Or we haven't really talked a lot about our preps or what we've been doing. Got my solar panel the other day, guys. I got one of my solar panels the other day, guys. I was having snowstorm delayed that for like a week,
right?
But we won't get into that. But yeah, I got one of my solar panels the other day. So we're still working on it. I want everybody to know we're still working on it. A lot of the things that we're working on right now are a little more expensive, but in the meantime, we run across all the issues we've told you about the car. We got the battery.
I got to get a muffler and a battery. I got to get
and then we found there's a hole in the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, I got to get it inspected. I got to get a windshield, tires. I mean, it's
all, you know how it is, guys. It all comes at once. So I don't want anybody to think that things have changed or
life happens.
But this channel is not just based on homesteading or Trisha's meals or shelf stable meals, or this is just our community. You know what I mean? You guys are like, a lot of you are families, and the rest of you are like family to us, and that's how we want things to be. We don't want things to be one set scenario where you come here and that's all you see or all you hear or all we talk about. We want this to be just an everyday normal conversation. We could talk about homesteading, we could talk about gardening, we could talk about life, we could talk about the winter, we could talk about we could talk about kids, we could talk about Lisa's crafts, we could talk about Trisha's cups that she makes and clothes, and we could talk about the weather again. We could talk about some conspiracies, but I won't get into some or other, but if it ends up becoming religious or political, we won't get into those. But it's just a great big ball of everything on our lives, and we want everybody to know that. So I'm thinking from now on, from the beginning, we used to label our lives with subjects, like what we were going to talk about. So, and then we ran about that. Like one was solar, one was powered, solar generators, one was regular generators, one was.
And we ended up getting off topic and all of them.
We talk about that for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're here for an hour talking about 10,000 other things. We're talking about kids and family and snow and winter and cars and dogs and coffee and what I mean? Just everything. But I just want everybody to be prepared when you come here. That we've always said you never know what you're going to get, and we really truly mean that, because you're going to get a little bit of homesteading, you're going to get a little bit of off grid, you're going to get a little bit of life. You're going to get to know us a little bit each time. Because we're random people. We, what I mean? There's nothing in our life that stays the same every day. And chaos too, right? Yes, definitely. Lisa, you know about the chaos, don't you? But then, that's the whole point of it is we don't want it to be like strictly just homesteading or strictly, like my talking head videos are about, things that affect, off grid or rural life. And then Trish does a lot of, shelf stable meals or just regular, even like the foil meals. I mean, you could consider them, you can use them in the homestead, you can use them off grid, you use them and you can use them. But we want it to be more of an all around, thing when you come here. We don't want people to only come here because, they're interested in homesteading, but we don't want to exclude the people that aren't going to want to live that lifestyle. And, maybe they want to learn about it a little bit, but maybe they just, want to learn about other things too. You know what I mean? To know that someone else goes through what you go through every day, to know that
you don't even have to have a homestead to literally go through life journeys. You never know what's going to happen from day to day.
Right. And that's the thing is we want to show people that, this is our dream, but it doesn't have to be your dream, because we talk about everything on it. God bless you.
Thank you.
We can talk about allergies sometimes. I mean, you never know what we're going to talk about, there's going to be lots of things, Jackson got his own YouTube channel now. He's posted on there because he wants to be like his daddy. He says on his channel the other day, his friend was telling his, in the video, telling people to like and subscribe to Jackson's channel. And Jackson says, but wait, you got to like and subscribe to my dad's YouTube channel, The Country Called Us, because his videos are great. That was the most heartwarming thing in the world. So, like, you can come across here and find out about kids and what they're going through and what we're going through, and life on a budget, whether it be fixing our car, buying preps for our homestead move, where we're moving, how we're moving, tools. You could talk about, you know what I mean. We could talk about the grass growing on this channel. You know what I mean. That's why I think from now on, our lives are just going to be, what we labeled it. What'd you label it? Coffee and
conversation
right.
With The Country Called Us.
Right. I think that's just how we'll label them from now on. So then it's not as specific, you know what I mean? Because we could touch base on anything. I don't want someone to come here looking for, hours worth of information on just homesteading topics when we may get off topic 30 times.
Right. Because again, yes, we're going through this journey, but life happens.
And that's part of the journey, though.
Right.
That's part of the journey. Whether you're a homesteader, whether you're a farmer or a rancher, whether you live in the city, whether you live rural, whether you live in the suburbs.
Things happen to your house. Things happen to your vehicles. That's part of life. And even though, on this journey to get to where we're going, we still have to deal with everyday life, bills, things that happen, fixing the car, stuff like that.
But we don't want anybody to feel like this isn't a safe place that they can come and chat and talk to us and hear our story. What's that? That's my line. Hear our story or hear your story, or just you need a safe place to go, and know that you have friends that care about you there. This is where you need to be. Because if you come here, we're going to take care of you, and we care about what you have to say. Like I said, I answer all comments on any video. We try to all chat. I don't care if the chat, someday we get to one of them big channels where you see their chats going like this. I will still try to go back and answer everything in the chat.
Right.
Because I care about you people. I mean, you people have been there for us since day one. We never thought that we'd be at 214 subscribers. At least not yet. You know what I mean?
Comment.
What?
Read the comment.
What did the comment say? I've learned a bunch from you guys. Well, we've learned a bunch from you too, and we appreciate that you've learned, and that's what it's about. We want to teach people that it's not always what you think it is, and a lot of times you go to a homesteading channel just to watch homesteading, so that exiles a lot of people.
Well, not only that, but a lot of times you go to a homesteading channel to where they already have their homestead set up. They have tractors. They have this. They have that.
Right.
How did they?
$500,000. Like
right.
They pick up their journey from day one. They show you their first day one is they already have a house. They already have 2 barns. They have 50 cows. They have chickens.
They don't show you how they got there.
4 side-by-sides, and
this is showing you how how life is and how you get to where you're going.
And the other thing is there's people out there that feel like they can't do it because they live on a budget, or their age, or their condition. Listen, I have arthritis in both knees. I have pinched nerves and not exploded disc, but a bad disc in my back. I got all kinds of problems, but we're going to show you that it can be done. Number one. Number two, that doesn't mean you have to do it. And that doesn't mean you have to be here because you want to do it. Maybe I don't want to say live through us, but maybe
you want to laugh.
Right. Because that's going to definitely.
Believe me, come here and you'll get that.
You'll get that. Oh, it's only going to get better. Listen, the further we go along this journey, the more bloopers you're going to get. If you all need help, we will help everyone. You're right, Lisa, and that's what it's all about. Well, we come here for a community, and it doesn't have to be just homesteading community. There's people who come here because they want to learn, or they like to hear about it, or they like to just have conversation. Just have coffee. Just hanging out with friends, having coffee. If you learn something, that makes me feel even better. If you laugh, then I know I did my job, because that's what I do best. You know what I mean? But when you leave here, we want you to feel like you belong, because you do. Oh, you're okay, Angel. You're so sweet, honey. Like I said, you don't worry about what people think. We're just happy to have you here, and we appreciate you stopping by. It means a lot to us. We love all you guys. We love whether you're new here, whether you see this later, whether you've been here since day one. We're here for everybody. You know what I mean? We're not just here for a certain set of people that are like us, or think like us, or talk like us, or act like us.
Listen, we never expected, seriously, we're up to 214 subscribers. We never expected that.
No, and switching back to my channel so I don't forget my right, we never expected that. I mean, and that's not, again, guys, yes, there's been people that have asked how they can support our journey, so I put the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. That we're not asking people for money. We're not looking for money. If people choose to do those things, yes, I have an Amazon wish list. Okay, that way I can post my next video. Right, yes, I have an Amazon wish list. People have asked since day one for us to post these things. They're not.
In no way, shape, or form are we asking for a handout.
And neither do we neither do we get on this. Then we make this channel because we're like, oh, the whole goal is to be monetized and make thousands of dollars. That's not our goal. I mean, if it happens, wow. Okay.
The dry heat.
No, I swallowed and went down the wrong pipe.
Oh.
Which is only one pipe, but we won't get into that.
We won't get.
But our goal is just to have a place where you can come,
laugh with us,
have a good time, learn something.
Take the journey with us,
and not, it doesn't have to be all about just one topic. I mean, there's a lot to, and if people have questions, I love answering questions. He
loves to talk.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? I thought that was from the lack of water.
Listen, he doesn't drink water half as much as he should.
Yes, I do.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
okay, the coffee doesn't count.
Yes, I do. Well, I don't drink much water. I drink water, but I also drink a lot of Gatorade and Powerade. And hey, Tina, look, it's red. It's probably got that red dye in it.
Oh, stop.
Oh, I got to pick on her. But guys, that's what I mean. I just don't want anybody to think that we brought you here under false pretenses, and there's a lot of channels out there like that where it's clickbait. There's a lot of clickbait out there on YouTube, and I just want people to know when they come to this channel, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
And and that's just how it is, and it's how we want things to be. We don't want people to think that, because you're not interested in homesteading, you can't come to this channel. You're not interested in people building a lifestyle the way that we are. You're not welcome here. You will always be welcome on this channel, no matter what political view you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter, you want to be a homesteader, you want to live in the city, you think differently than we think. Listen, we have lots of friends that think differently than we think. Lisa thinks differently than we think every day. It's just who we are, guys. But I just want to get out there. I know that's a lot, but I don't want to leave today worrying about what do people think. I don't really worry about what people think too much, but I care about you guys, and I care about the people that could eventually come across this in our channel, and I want them to know what it's about. I don't want people to think that you have to be, in a certain mindset to be here. You could talk about sports. I mean, hell, there's times I talk about the Steelers, or I talk about baseball, football, basketball, hockey. You know what I mean, right? It depends on what someone brings up. Depends on what But of course, there'll be a lot of homesteading information. There'll be a lot of solar information. That'll all still be here. But there may be some random information in between that you may not get somewhere else, and you may not see on other channels. They may stick right to the core of their channel. Listen, there's no core to the channel.
No.
You know what I mean? But all right, guys, I done rambled on enough. I appreciate everybody listening to me and being here. And I thank you guys, the 214 subscribers. Like I said, listen, when I started this journey, we didn't start this journey. I started this journey because somebody didn't believe in me. No, she was a little nervous. That's all it was. But no one believed in us. You know what I mean? And I said from the door, whether they believe in me, whether I make it, whether I get monetized, whether I make 50 cents, $1, or I make nothing for the next 20 years on this channel, I still want to do it. I still want to document this. One, for my older children, one for younger children. Two, to show people that it can be done. And three, just to have a good time. So we appreciate everybody. Like I said, like I always say, because I've always said this, but I started saying it on here. You only live once, so live while you can. Because that's all that's left. Stay warm at work tonight, Trish.
I'll try.
You stay warm too, prepare. Listen.
Yes, you stay warm too.
Don't be up there jumping in the lake or nothing. Up there, what they call them polar bears that go in the winter, jump in the lakes and stuff.
A polar bear?
No, them them people.
To do the polar plunge.
Polar plunge, that's what it is, yeah.
You said, what do you call those bears?
No, I said, what do you call those people?
He said, what do you call those polar bears that jump in the lake? It's a polar bear.
No, there ain't no damn polar bears, excuse my language. There ain't no polar bears up in none of the Great Lakes.
How do you know?
Because
nobody saw them doesn't mean they're there.
Oh,
they're
so
not there.
So you believe in Bigfoot? Oh, well, I guess I do that. Okay. Yeah, I know you have big feet. I know. Don't look at my feet. But all right, guys. See what happens is this is real life between me and her every day. So sometimes we forget the camera's on.
I do have big feet. See?
You can't tell, bro. But listen, that's like, if you had a tape measure, it'd be like 18 inches, bro.
Listen, seriously, and I think I've said this before on one of our lives. I wear women's size 12.
Right. No, listen, let's be honest here, okay? Let me tell you a little secret about Trish. Her biggest fear is clowns, but she got Ronald McDonald feet. How's that make sense? Make that make sense, guys.
Make that make sense, guys.
But all right, guys, we're going to get out of here. You only live once. Live while you can. Appreciate everybody here.
No feet picture. That wasn't a feet picture.
Yeah, we expect some donations for them feet pictures.
No. Ew, no.
One thing, the second thing, Trish hates his feet. But
yes.
And Jackson messes with her all the time about it. But all right, guys, we're going to get out of here because I could go on for days. I could go for 3-4 hours. You know what I mean?
I got to go to work.
And sure, you guys don't want to hear me talk all that long. Listen, I'm surprised, that there's been this many people here for this long. There a risk around that, really? Oh, maybe, okay.
See, listen. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there.
Thanks, prepared. I thought you were going to back me up there, but okay.
Nope.
I see how it is.
Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not
all
there.
Right, guys, I'm getting out of here before I get in more trouble. You guys, it's just like my kids. You guys all back Trish up and leave me hanging. That's all right. I still love you guys. It doesn't matter. I'm used to it. I got big shoulders, like I said. I can take it.
Can you?
Well, until the camera goes off.
All right, guys. So with that said,
I'll cry myself to sleep tonight, but that's all right. They don't need to know that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With that said, we're gonna get out of here.
Peace.
I'll have a video.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a video on Wednesday. I haven't done one in a while.
Tell me bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Stay warm.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out and have a nice night.
Day, evening, morning, whatever it is to you.
Right?
Uh-oh, bud.